What's up, everybody? Welcome to tonight's episode of the Not Your Average Mark Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, the Tutorial Boss Guapo, and with me is the man that said, no, I got it. Let's put Road Dogg in charge of creative. The one, the only, Mike Caldwell. Mike, what's happening, man?
I mean, we could do way worse.
We could. I agree. Love you, Road Dogg. What's up, man?
Oh man, it's been a week.
It has, in fact.
Actually, it's been a really exciting week to be a wrestling fan.
You know, it really has. And we're going to talk all about that. Before we do, though, I'll explain Cameron's thing later. Actually, I think I sent it to you too. I do want to take just a moment to do a few thank yous before we get started. I want to thank Ross and the boys from Labor 12 for our intro, outro music. Track's called Head Rush, album's called Monsters. They have a show. I think they actually just had a show last week in Canyon. That went really, really well from everything I've heard. I didn't have the opportunity to go, but I've heard it went really, really well. They've got videos coming out. They're working on their second album. And you never know. They may have a little something special coming up for the podcast. Maybe so, maybe no. I can't say nothing. Thank you to Joe and American Legacy for the Not Your Average merch. We got hats, we got skull caps, we got beanies, we got bandanas, we got shirts. We got the things, all the things.
Speaking of all the things, they need to be clicking all the
yes,
things.
Please be clicking all the things. Thank you to J-Reb's 3D printing. You see this little piece of awesome right here. That is a J-Reb original. If you have any kind of logo, anything you'd like to get in a picture box like that one, get a hold of my boy Cameron. He will hook it up right. jrebs3dprinting.com. Thank you to Blind Ambition Studios for all our awesome graphics. TheWrestlingSociety.com for including us in their podcast room. And, of course, the one that makes it all work, the one that makes this guy look good, that would be the guy. Patrick, thank you for what you do. And you may be thinking, that's not what I meant, but okay. You may be thinking to yourself, what does a guy do other than put LA Mike on my screen? He's put together our website, notyouraveragemark.com. Go check it out. You can get bios, you can get calendars, you can buy merch. There's all sorts of things you can do, notyouraveragemark.com. And he's also put together our Discord channel where we do watch-alongs. We do watch-alongs for Raw and SmackDown and PLEs. We've done NXT. We've even done the Clown Show just so we could listen to Mark Briscoe have a talkie talk. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, go to the About section of any of our socials. You can find a link there. Come join us. It's lots of fun. And, of course, I need to say thank you to everybody hanging out in chat. We have got Jello with some important information there. He's just found out that the town of Hell, Michigan is up for sale. $625,000. Now, look, hear me out. We can expand the product.
Okay.
ECW Michigan.
Okay.
I see the look on your face, but think about it. We buy Hell, Michigan. And at the end of every commercial, at the end of every promo, we can straight up be like, I'll see you in Hell, Michigan.
Oh, that's so great.
I mean,
the possibilities are endless.
I'm saying, thank you for that information, Jello. And then we've also got Janine Wade. We've got our boy Cameron, Mary Youngblood in the chat, Aaron Marie. Thank all of you guys for being here. Let's see what we got going on here. Sup, Guapborn. I may have recorded a thing, singing a song about some things, and yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yes.
Mary Youngblood, hey guys, sorry, try not to laugh at JCW. That is a hard thing to not laugh at or cringe at, whichever you want to look at it. Orion says hello. Orion, what's up, dude? Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I am. That's exactly what I was talking about with the Discord. We will be streaming SmackDown tomorrow night. Go to Hell, Michigan. I'd help run it in Michigan. Have a match at the jailhouse. Call it Hell in a Cell.
No, let's sell in Hell.
A cell. Oh yeah, because Hell in a Cell is kind of trademarked.
Yeah.
But if we say a cell in hell, that's Completely different.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm saying this needs to be a thing. Start the GoFundMe. All right, enough of that silliness. Let's talk about some wrestling.
Let's do it.
So let's talk about SmackDown and the fact that we got to start with some limmer pep and stepping.
Okay.
I do like the fact that we started out with Trick Williams. Of course, he comes out with Liliani. If you can't tell, I'm not a fan of Liliani.
And I am.
It's okay. You can't always be right. No, please explain.
Honestly feel like he's the closest thing that we can get to a Jim Cornette on TV right now.
Did you just
Yes.
liken Little Yachty to Jim Cornette?
If he wouldn't have done it himself, I wouldn't have said it.
Okay.
He's a heat magnet.
He is a heat magnet. I'll give you that.
And basically
Just because everybody hates him.
anything that Trick does goes directly to him, and Trick gets no heat off of it.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I give you that one. What's going on here? We're not arguing. I'm just explaining why I'm right. See, you get it. So first off, before we talk anything about matches, congratulations to Trick Williams and Lash Legend on their marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Happy for them. Wish them all the best. That, of course, why he was not at SmackDown last week. Because, he was getting married.
Hey, you know what? More power to him. But as a wise man once told me, Trick, I know you're out there. Congratulations on your deal, but rings are square, not round.
And Trick, if you're watching, and let's face it,
He's watching.
Don't say that to Lash Legend, or very possibly she will
Trick slap you.
whoop that Trick. Now let's get back to the wrestling side of it. Ricky Saints comes out, and I like the crowd. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And he could have just bypassed it all. That's what some people do. He could have gotten mad about it. But no, he gives the perfect answer and says, I am your mom's favorite wrestler. Well done, sir. Well done. They have their back and forth. I think the big thing in that was the sneak attack. Sneak attacks Yachty, sneak attacks Trick. I think that's a good way to leave it. You're going into Night of Champions. I think that's a good way to set the scene.
Very much so.
What do you think about it? Talk about it.
Well, I think Trick is a star. And right now he is bulletproof.
Yes.
And Ricky Saints is Ricky Saints. He's been that same guy for years and years and years. He has perfected this gimmick.
Yes, he has.
And I'm a fan. I really am. I've been a fan of Ricky for going on 10 years now.
I haven't been a fan quite as long. I'm starting to get more into Ricky Saints, though, the more I see of him.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't too big a fan when he was at the clown show.
Well, got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. I understand. $20 is $20. But since he's come to NXT and made his way to the main roster, I'm more and more getting behind what he's doing, and I'm enjoying him as a personality.
Mm-hmm.
So the way they set this up is good.
Very much so.
That takes us into Tiffany Stratton, Alexa Bliss versus Michin and BFAB. This was, I'm going to try to be nice about this. It was a decent match on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady shined, no question about that. But I think this one was more for storyline than it was for Let's have a good match.
I believe you're right.
Like,
I missed the entrances on this. I don't know what I was doing, but I looked up and I was like, "Oh, okay." All I saw was a blonde in there with Alexa Bliss. I was like, "Okay, it's Charlotte."
I get that.
It's
I don't see
Charlotte
much else.
Alexa.
I don't see much else when Alexa Bliss is in the ring either. So
But and then all of a sudden I was like, "Oh shit, that's Tiffany."
yeah. So the way that came about is kind of the enemy of my enemy is my friend kind of thing. They both
Mhm.
have an axe to grind with
Jade Cargill and company.
yes. And that's how this got put together with the hopes that they never have to tag again, as Tiffany Stratton would say. No, I think it was Alexa that said that. But we put them together in this match, and I think having, Tiffy Time and Blister be the reluctant partners worked well for this whole angle.
Mhm.
Um,
My favorite part of this whole match was Chelsea Green coming out for the save at the end.
yes. Before we get to Chelsea Green on this, it was a move in storylines, not just this storyline. You had, of course, you had it moved Jade's crew versus Charlotte's crew,
Mhm.
but you're also moving the Tiffany and Chelsea angle. Now you've kind of introduced Alexa Bliss into this. Why did we introduce Alexa Bliss into this? Let me tell you what I think the reason is. We're moving towards Charlotte versus Jade,
Mhm.
which means Charlotte doesn't need a tag team partner. So instead of blowing them up, just kind of let them do their own thing for a little bit. That's what I think they're doing.
Mhm.
So it did a good job of moving that as well. It's good storytelling.
Well, I think it's something that has legs and we can get some mileage out of it.
Yeah, absolutely, we can. In the end, it was PFAB and Mishin getting the win after Jade comes out and attacks Tiffy right before she does the PME.
Mhm.
And here they start the beat down, and here come Chelsea. Chelsea ain't letting nobody do nothing. Now, let me ask you this. The whole kendo stick thing.
Mhm.
She runs down, she hits PFAB with kendo stick.
Mhm.
And then she gets into the ring.
And the kendo stick goes, "Wee!"
Think that was by design. I think she realized that the spot didn't work. So when she got in, she bounced it against the rope so it would fly out. Because Chelsea Green is that good. That's what I think happened.
Well, I think it was by design as well.
And the cool part about that is that I think it was by design, but it didn't look by design.
No, it bounced and she looked like, "Oh, hi."
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
My plans have changed. J-Rep says no. No what, Cameron? Look over the chat here for a minute. Let's see. Aaron's not going to be here tomorrow, but they're doing a 4th of July thing out there. But they're doing it tomorrow instead of on the 4th of July.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Tyler says, hi, what's up? Yeah, apparently they got some sun in Maine today because Tyler looks like a lobster now.
Me monies.
It got caught. Oh, I know it got caught, but I think she caught it that way on purpose. That's just me personally. I could be wrong, but I'm usually not.
I mean, if it was something that was a happy accident, they made it work very well.
They did. So the MFTs, my family tree, or as I'd like to say, the motherfucking Tongans, no more.
Yep.
I like how quiet. Made it very clear. We told you to stay away. Your family is interfering with our family. And I have been talking about the elders getting involved for what, 2.5 years now?
Mm-hmm.
And what did Tama Tonga say?
The elders said, "You're done.
We're out."
And I believe that Tama's tone and everything else is like Jake the Snake.
It is. It's very quiet, very reserved,
You have to lean in to listen.
very methodic, and the psychology behind it. It's
Mhm.
I love it. But yeah, they turned their back on Solo because the elders said that's it. So where does Solo go from here? That's going to be the interesting thing to find out. Like we get kind of an idea, but like later on in Raw and all that, but you kind of wonder where does Solo go from here?
Well,
He's
gonna-
lost one family, his MFTs.
Mhm.
He refuses to go to the other family, being the bloodline. Where do we go with him?
He is a man without a country.
He is, in fact.
And anybody he's trying to make friends with right now don't want to be his friend.
It's a rough place to be, but I'm waiting to see where we get to in that.
But I believe the humanity side of Solo. I mean, might as well go ahead and bring up the promo between LA Knight and Solo.
Well, let's talk about it. LA Knight came out there because, of course, last Monday on Raw, Solo attacked Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy and LA Knight have a match. Solo attacks Jimmy. LA Knight takes advantage. 1, 2, 3. So he comes out. He's like, I don't know why you did what you did. I don't know what this is all about. I'm not sure how I feel about all of that. And which brings Solo out. And Solo said something very, very important during that exchange. LA Knight says, I've seen this movie. How do I know you're not just going to run back to them? And Solo said, you want to know why? Because I hate that damn family. Uh-oh. That's not good. Cameron saying he's got some bad blood out there for sure. Not sure where they are going with Solo and LA Knight. LA Knight made it clear in his promo. No, thank you. I'm good. I don't need your help. I'm not going to be your friend. So, as Mary says in the chat, he truly is a man without an island.
Damn, she went there.
I mean, that is kind of a thing. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I kind of see a trend here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I have got to figure out. Just confirmed it. Jasmine St. Clair is really pregnant. MK just confirmed it. It says. Way up here in the little chat.
Oh, I can't read that little.
So, getting back to SmackDown, AAA Cruiserweight Championship match. Ray Phoenix, Nathan Frazier. You had to watch this match very, very closely because there's two little blurs across the screen. This is one of the fastest paced matches I believe I've ever seen.
Very much so. It almost was reminiscent of like WCW Nitro Cruiserweight days.
It did have that cruiserweight feel to it. That, of course, where we got stars like Rey Mysterio, Billy Kidman,
Eddie Guerrero.
Like there's some major stars that came out of that. It's a JCW thing, the Jasmine St. Clair.
That's why I was like, hey.
For me, the big thing in this match was the counters. Counter after counter after counter after counter. These two worked so well. It was very fluid. It was like a dance. And I, for one, was here for it. I thought it was awesome.
Oh yeah. Anytime we can get anything with Nathan Frazier, I mean, he excels in everything that he does.
My thing is this: they always make a big deal. Braun Breaker runs the ropes at 23 miles an hour. Has anybody put a clock on Nathan Frazier?
Yeah, they did, but he broke the laser.
I bet, because like if you took a multicolored super bounce ball and got in a room and threw it from this wall over to that wall, that would be Nathan Frazier.
Very entertaining. Though.
He is. He's very entertaining. He's very fast moving. And I see big things for him and, of course, his partner Axiom in the
Mhm.
future. In the end, Ray Phoenix wins this one with a Mexican muscle buster. I like that move. Like, he puts his own spin on it, literally, because he spins around like
Mhm.
6 times. Like, I enjoyed the way this match went.
It was a very nice match.
Speedometer works. We go from that into Paige defeating JC Jane. So JC Jane is winning me over with all the little small things. She's already a good wrestler. Let's make that clear from the jump. JC Jane was doing side quests in NXT.
Yes.
She is very talented, great talent. But it's the little things she does that gets me. The facial expressions, the body language, the things that you have to refine as a wrestler, as a talent, to really tell the story you're trying to tell in the ring.
You know, I've been seeing a lot of that lately
Mhm.
with this new crop that's come up from NXT.
Thank you, Shawn Michaels.
And I believe that Michaels is the determining factor on all of that kind of stuff.
And I think you're right, because he was always real good with the facial expressions and the body language. And so I think that he passes that on, and good on him for it. But that's one thing I've really noticed about JC Jane that I really, really like. Jello saying she plays the mean girl character so well. She really does.
You can't sit with us.
I don't know if she wears pink on Wednesdays, but
No, she's on Friday, so what does it matter?
yeah, that's true. What does it matter? Paige. Let's talk about Paige for a minute. I've given the flowers to JC Jane. Let's talk about Paige for a minute. She's looking better and better with every TV appearance.
Mm-hmm.
She is getting her wrestling legs, as it were, back under her, and she's looking like the Paige of old.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's great.
I believe so too.
I think she's, once the tag title run is over, because let's face it, at some point Nikki's going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be some drama, and Nikki and Brie will be the tag team champions, or at least be the tag team. I think that Paige is to a point where she can start running solo. She can start doing. She can go through a solo program.
Got a sponsor.
Christy Mickelson entering the chat. What's up, Christy? Glad you can make it tonight.
Very nice to see.
So, what do you think is going through Paige's mind? You're in London. You're back home.
Mm-hmm.
Your friends and your family are in the crowd. You're in a company that a whole lot of people thought you weren't ever coming back to because of injury. And you're defending your tag team, or you're a defending champion. You weren't defending the tag team title, but you're a defending champion winning a match in front of your friends and family at home 8 years later.
It's a very surreal thing, and it's probably the pressure was on for high performance, especially with her dad in the audience.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I'm sure whenever he got back there to the back, you missed this.
I'm sure that's exactly how that went. Dean Stevens, or Jello, as it were, absolutely right. This is my house. Literally,
Damn it!
This is my house. Danhausen and Matt Ryder. I mean, Zach Cardone. I mean, that guy.
That guy. Oh, no, it's Danhausen and Tannhausen.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Danhausen and what? Oh, okay. Thought somebody had done that. I'm like, oh no, brother.
No.
So it's Danhausen and Tannhausen versus Los Garzas in a let's call it what it was. This was a comedy skit from beginning to end.
Oh, for absolutely.
I'm here for it. This whole Miz Kim
Frank and
Wilson,
Miz.
yeah, I am so here for that. I think it's great.
I'm digging the fan footage from the house shows that they had over
Yes,
there, where he tells the Miz to lay down, and he lays down, and he goes to cover, and Miz just instinctively kicks out and keeps going, and it's just
I love where they're going with this. I think it's great. Once again, we get the curse.
mhm.
You are cursed. Fireworks, which is fitting given we're getting to the fourth.
Yes.
In the end, Danhausen and Tannhausen get the win,
Mhm.
and it's a lot of fun. It's very nice. It's very evil.
Absolutely.
My whole thing with this though was Miz and Kim Wilson. It was so good.
I love the Miz. Okay. Whatever anybody puts in front of him and says, "We need you to do this," he's like, "All right, bet. I'm gonna make the best Franken Miz anybody can ever see."
Now, a lot of people talking about that's his experiment. That's what he's been working on. No. It's because every time they walk into his little lab, still covered his experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still waiting for that payoff. I don't know when we're going to get it, but I am waiting for that payoff.
So we might need to ask the bishop.
We might have to. So let's talk about Chelsea Green versus Jade Cargill. A match that was set up because Jade Cargill was none too happy about Chelsea Green coming out and making the save and beating the baddies and Jade Cargill down and out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So we get the match set up.
Yeah. Chelsea put the old college effort into this thing because she would not die.
Which is what I love about Chelsea Green. She will make it work every time. Now, let's not make this more than it is. This was a build-up match for Jade going into Night of Champions.
Yeah.
So you kind of figure she's not going to lose this one. But I don't think for those that were watching that I think the expectation was Jade was going to come in and just have a squash match with Chelsea Green. And that's not what it was.
No, it wasn't the case at all.
Which I kind of like that they went that way. In the end, of course, Jade did get the win, which we kind of knew that she would. But kudos to Chelsea for the match she put in.
Absolutely. Yeah, Chelsea is one of my favorite female wrestlers.
Same. Her and Bailey. Those are my two favorites. Wrestling-wise. Now, I mean, special place in my heart for Alexa Bliss.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, because that's Alexa.
It's Alexa Bliss. It's the blister. I can't believe they started calling her the blister. I think it's great. I mean, it could cause problems. Because when we in the oil field call somebody blister, it's because they show up once the work's done.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope it doesn't go that route.
No, but wow, my brain just made a left turn at Phoenix there.
Yeah. Chelsea is the female Miz. I'll give you that. Absolutely. Chelsea Green is the ultimate utility player on the female side of things, which is what I say the same thing about Miz on the men's side of things. They are the ultimate utility players. They can be anything, anytime you need them to be.
Absolutely.
Including champion.
Mm-hmm.
So
let's talk personal issues.
Because personal issues, Giselle.
Yes.
And we had one between Julia and Kiana James.
Yeah, exactly, we did.
Big one.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about it. Tell me about Julia versus Kiana James.
I'm really digging Julia's character development that she has going on right now.
I agree.
It feels like she's coming into her own.
See, I messed up a while back, started looking at IWC stuff, and yeah, I know. Shame on me, I shouldn't do that. But there's a whole lot of people that talk about Julia and the hype about Julia coming over from the clown show, and that she hasn't lived up to the hype that came with her. And I really think people need to slow down, back off, and give it time to cook.
Julia came from the clown show.
I'm pretty sure she went from Japan to the clown show to us.
Oh.
Now I gotta look. Hold on. I may be giving falsities.
I know that Blake Monroe at the end of this match was there, and I know she came from the clown show. I'm not exactly sure about Julia.
No, I take it back. She did not come from the clown show. She did come from Japan. But even then, there was so much talk. Julia is coming. Julia is going to be here. And people feel like she hasn't lived up to the hype. And I think people need to calm down and take a breath.
Well, we go from Japanese wrestling to American wrestling. In Japan, it is more about the moves and what you're doing with the moves.
Yes.
Here, it's less about the moves and more about what your character is.
And it's taken some time for her to develop that.
Yes. And I think now we're starting to turn the ship in the right direction.
When Julia came into NXT, they tried to make her a real heel, and it just didn't work. The crowd never got into her, so this was a necessary character redo. I agree. And J-Reb correcting me on that. Appreciate that. It's Japan, NXT, SmackDown. So, I like that there was no clear-cut better competitor in this. There's no underdog. This was just a straight-up personal problem. And once again, personal issues
Make money.
Yes, they make money. Julia ends up getting the win, but then we get the attack from, as you said, a debuting Blake Monroe. Interesting part of that for me. She's been doing all of these diary entry, like promo type things. Julia was never a name in any of those.
Was she not?
No, I think it's interesting that she attacked someone that she hasn't mentioned yet. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Well, that's it. That is very interesting.
That brings us to our final segment, which is exactly how you want to go home to a PLE.
Oh, yes. Very much so.
Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Sami Zayn. Yeah. I don't pay attention to that anymore. Sorry, my work phone is going off with alarms, and I've been on call all week, and I'm not on call anymore. So,
anyway, Cody Rhodes telling Sami Zayn, "You are exhausting."
No. Let me stop you there. Because I feel myself, and I feel like several other people that were watching that needed the pause he put in there to be a lot shorter, because I think we all thought there was a different word going to follow that. Sami, you are exhausting. I didn't think that's what he was going to say. I thought he was going to say a word that you shouldn't. He's going to use no word.
He probably was.
I think he probably would have.
It was probably a "you are" line, please.
Cursed.
Wrong guy.
Oh yeah, true. Now I believe I even said it on the watch along. Cody says, "Sami, you are," and then there was a pause. I said, "Bitch."
Yes.
That's what I thought he was going to say. I think it was a lot of people thought he was going to say, and then he said, "Exhausting."
Yes.
Teresa says he was thinking the no word. I bet he
I-
was.
I don't doubt it. Not in the least.
So Jay comes out in true Jay fashion
Hmm.
and says, you know what? I don't care what any of y'all got to say, because if you win, I'm gonna win King of the Ring, and I'm gonna take on whichever one of y'all wins. So this is your one shot. Your one shot. Your one shot. Bow. And that started a fight.
Hmm.
Gunther goes to whooping on Jay. And what do we get? We get the ruler. Makes his way to the ring. Oba comes out. We get the fight happening. We get everybody attacking everybody. When it all comes down to the end, Cody Rhodes reaches for his belt and sees the foot of one Obafemi. I'm not one that's going to want to stand up at that point, because I know Obafemi's standing there. But Cody does. He grabs his belt, stands up, raises the belt like this, and that's how we go off the air, with a face-to-face between Cody Rhodes and Obafemi.
And just that last glance between those two, if that's the direction they would have went, I'd have been there for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Now, I think that was a great way to end the show. I think that's how you go home to a PLE. And J-Rab saying the same thing. That's how it should have ended too. Yes, absolutely. That's going to take us in. Well, it's a good go home show. I give it an A minus. There are a few things that could have been tweaked in that. I give it a solid A minus.
I was thinking, right in the same neighborhood, B plus, but
Okay, we're right there together, so that'll work. So let's talk Night of Champions. Now, I did not get to watch all of Night of Champions on the Night of Champions.
on the afternoon of champions.
Yeah, the Noon of Champions.
Yes.
We did do the watch along. I was in here for 2 matches, and then your boy had to go to bed because of the noise that's coming from in there from my phone. There was lots of that.
Mm-hmm.
I was up for just about 41 hours at that point. And everybody that was in there for the watch along, real cool about it. Appreciate you guys for understanding all of that. But I did, of course, go back and watch it, and let's talk about it. So we start off with the King of the Ring finals, Obafemi versus Jey Uso. AOC was killer. What? Oh, you're talking about King of the Ring. King of the Ring?
I think that's supposed to be NOC.
Oh yeah, Night of Champions. It was killer. This was a good show all the way around. But starting the show with Obafemi and Jey Uso, you could do a lot worse.
Oh, absolutely.
A hell of a lot
Yeah,
worse.
Hell of a lot worse.
That is how you start a PLE if you want to set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Oba's a draw, no question about that. But did you notice Jay got a hell of a pop too?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the crowd is in this match the whole thing because they're behind both people. I personally didn't think Jay stood a chance against Oba.
Jay put up more of a fight than I honestly thought was going to happen. And honestly, I thought that we were getting a beast interfering in this.
I did too, and I was really surprised because there was no interference. No interference from the beast. No interference from the bloodline. Exactly. This was a straight up one-on-one. Now, I want you to remember that for later in the show. There was no interference from the bloodline. In the end, Oba goes on to win, becomes King of the Ring. And we'll have to wait to find out who he's going to choose as his opponent.
Mm-hmm. But okay, referee's call is final.
Yeah, always.
Okay, So if the
I
referee,
wondered if you were going to bring this up.
if the referee doesn't see a call that he should have made,
That's just too bad.
it's too bad. But Obafemi allegedly tapped out.
Allegedly.
He was in the middle of trying to get the crowd involved in the match, which made it look like he was tapping.
So let's kind of look up here. J-Reb saying, I think everyone was expecting some kind of horseplay. I was expecting interference, and I was very surprised that we didn't get any. Teresa is saying Jay put up a good fight. He really did. A better fight than I thought he was going to. Jello saying Brock doesn't do anything that doesn't directly benefit him, and this wouldn't have helped him at all. That's a valid point. Like, this would not be something that would benefit him. And J-Reb makes it very clear. He didn't tap.
Well,
That's the argument that's going on right now, though. Did he tap or did he not?
but I think that they planted that seed on purpose.
I think you're absolutely right. Because as we'll find out in Raw here in a few minutes, that gets mentioned again. It takes us to the Queen of the Ring finals. Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. Great match. And might I say that Io and Liv have some of the best working chemistry. I think some of Liv Morgan's best matches have been against Io Sky.
I think you're right. These two work very well together, and it's always on the edge of your seat anytime these two go together.
It is. I feel like they bring out the best in one another. Before we go any further, we'll go ahead and say this. Cameron said, I said on Saturday that the IWC was going to go nuts over it, and he was not wrong. Jello with a retort to the idea that he tapped, saying pounding on the ring is not tapping. But I ask you this, Jello, when your hand's the size of, a grapefruit, big grapefruit,
Watermelon.
his hand is not the size of a watermelon. Cantaloupe. You got a hand the size of a cantaloupe. Isn't tapping the same as pounding on the ring? Just saying. No, not watermelon. So they have the great working chemistry. It shows in this one. However, there was a problem. There was an issue. You see, before the match, Liv Morgan slapped one Danhausen.
See, that is a problem.
That is a problem because when Danhausen gets slapped, then he says to you some words like, you are cursed. And so he cursed Liv Morgan before the match. And Liv's like, I'm not. She was. Now, much like we were talking about in the previous match, we didn't get the heelish tactics from Jay. We didn't get the interference from the Bloodline. We didn't get the interference from Brock Lesnar that everybody was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get interference in this match either. No interference from Roxanne Perez. No interference from Raquel. No Dom. No JD McDonough. No interference from the Judgment Day.
I feel like it was a trend.
I feel like it's a good one. Like I am a fan of the fact that they gave some straight up one-on-one matches. Refreshing.
Very much so.
In the end, Io gets the win and immediately says, Liv, I will see you at SummerSlam. We're not waiting to see who she's going to pick. She did it right then and there. So the first official match for SummerSlam, August 1st and 2nd, which we will be here for live, is Io Sky versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. I am here for it. I've heard that people think it's a bad thing to have have them to rerun it at SummerSlam. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. And that's why I wanted to start this particular thing by talking about their chemistry and how they bring out the best in each other. Do I think this is going to turn into some kind of stipulation match? Yes, I do. I think they're going to add some sort of fold to this match, some sort of wrinkle, so that it's not just another match.
Oh, absolutely. This needs to have a stipulation.
So I feel like it's going to be a run back, but it's going to be some sort of stipulated run back to make it a little bit different. But it's going to be a great match either way, because these two don't know how to have a bad match together. That brings us to the steel cage match. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker. This may be one of the very best matches I've seen out of Seth Rollins in a very long time.
Braun Breaker as well.
Yeah, Braun Breaker had a great match as well.
Yeah, these two tore it down.
They did. Before we get too deep into it, though, Teresa says interference at SummerSlam. Liv won't lose to Io twice. I mean, that's very, very possible. Cameron saying Liv won't keep it clean if they don't do something. You're absolutely right. I'm interested to see where that's going to go, what the stipulation is going to be. But if they make it a no DQ match, just my personal thoughts here. They make it a no DQ match. You get Roxanne and Raquel come out, and everybody's beating up Io because it's no DQ. Out comes mommy, Rhea Ripley, to save her very bestest friend in the whole wide world, Io Sky.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might see something along them lines.
I feel like that's definitely a possibility of happening. But I feel like they're putting the emphasis on this half crab that Liv is using now. So I feel like they're going to do something probably to a I Quit match.
Could be.
Submission style match, something to that effect.
I could see it.
So that's where I feel like they're going with it.
I think either way it'd be a good match.
But it didn't take her. It didn't take her but about 3 seconds to go. Guess what? I want you at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that was it. Jello says cage match with Judgment Day banned from ringside.
Can't do a cage and a Hell in a Cell in the same night because of logistics.
That's true. And don't forget, she's still cursed too. J-Reb's absolutely right. Liv is still cursed. And technically they can do a Hell in a Cell and a cage match because SummerSlam is 2 nights.
I mean, you're not
Cage
wrong.
match one night, Hell in a Cell the next night.
You're not wrong.
So it is still a possibility. So let's get back into it on this steel cage match. This is another one where they let the personal issues be the star of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Like Seth was good, Breaker was good, but their personal issue was the star of this match.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's a hell of a personal issue. This is what you would get if Edge, Coop, hadn't left when he did, and he got retribution for being kicked out of the way he was out of the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I see this as, because of course they took out Finn. They've taken everybody out they didn't want in the Judgment Day, much like the Vision has done. They kicked Seth out. They brought in the people they wanted to be there. And so this is the new version of the Vision. And Seth has said twice, 2 weeks now, put the Vision behind me. And just couldn't get there. So that's what this is. And I think they took each other to another level on this. Set aside the fact that we had kendo sticks, chairs, tables, trash cans, weapons galore. They took each other to a new level in this. And in the after show, Seth spent the entire time putting Braun Breaker over.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that.
Well, I mean, I feel like this is a different version of Seth Rollins than we have had ever,
It really is.
because he is. I mean, we'll end up talking more about it whenever we get to Raw, but
Right.
I mean, just the attitude that he has. He's not doing the fancy flamboyant clothing anymore. He's not doing the big glasses. He's not doing the hyena laugh.
So what you're telling me is he's staying out of Becky's closet.
Yes.
Good. I'm not going to say he came out of Becky's closet because that leaves implications. I
Hey.
want Seth to beat me up, but it's 2026. I mean,
Sports Illustrated said it.
Bleacher Report.
You're not the only one that says it.
Well played, sir. Well played. They did a good job with this of Seth getting the win, but still making Breaker look strong. Like right up before he got the avalanche stomp,
Mhm.
he's still like, bring it. I've still got some fight in me. So they did a good job of, even in the loss, making Braun Breaker look strong.
I honestly thought that we were going to have a really cool finish for this match, and I thought that Braun was going to end up winning because of it.
Okay.
I
What did
thought
you think was going to happen?
I honestly thought that Seth was going to move out of the way of the spear, and Breaker was going to knock the cage over.
Oh, that would be cool.
Thus,
That
him-
would have been
thus him landing outside.
1, 2, 3. I win.
No,
Is it? Well, no. If he's on the cage wall, his feet haven't touched the ground. He's still technically in.
no. If the cage goes like Stone Cold and the Big Show,
Oh, okay. I get where you're going. Okay.
pop the cage open, he falls out.
He gets the win because his feet touch the ground.
Yep.
Another thing I liked about this match is it's the first time we've really seen maybe a little bit of panic in Braun Breaker's eyes. Because he came into the match, absolutely, I'm going to tear Seth Rollins apart. I'm going to pin him 1, 2, 3 right in the middle of this ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then he tried to climb the cage a little bit, and he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then we got to a point where he's crawling, trying to get out the door, trying to get out of the cage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that brief little moment of maybe he got a little more than he was expecting. And I like that. I think it was great that they included that.
Oh, absolutely.
Again, great storytelling.
See a trend on that too.
We got Teresa saying, isn't like half of Liv's circle cursed at this point?
Yes.
Yes, because she's cursed,
Dom's
Dom's cursed, JD's cursed. So
Roxanne and Raquel are the
they're
only
the
two
only
that
two
are
that
not.
aren't. Yeah, and after we'll talk about it on Raw, but Raquel better watch out. Just saying. So we go to the United States Championship. Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. I wasn't too sure about this match going into it, but these two put on a hell of a show. I liked the match. There wasn't a whole lot of doubt in my mind that Trick was going to win this one. But the match did a good job of reintroducing everyone to Ricky Saints.
Yes.
Not just Ricky Saints that's been coming out and cutting promos, but I'm talking NXT Ricky Saints. Like
The workhorse.
yeah, they did a good job of reintroducing that Ricky Saints.
Oh my God. That trick shot knee. He took that and I literally thought I literally thought, I know this is bad because of the place, the setting that it was taking place in,
Mhm.
but I felt like his head should have been in the front row.
Yeah. It was good, but as good as the match was, I loved the homage. There were two homages that happened in this.
Yeah.
One, of course, being Ricky Saints jacking Yachty's cane from him, slamming it down on the steps, and then throwing it to him and laying down Eddie Guerrero style. And the ref did what the ref does when that happens. Out of here. Which I always love it when they do that. I'm still that was funny.
Yeah.
I still think about Naked Gun and Leslie Nielsen doing it. It makes me laugh every time. So we got that homage to Eddie Guerrero. And then the return homage from Little Yachty hitting the people's elbow on Ricky Saints after the match.
No, it's the people's elbow.
Elbow. Don't help it.
Actually, I think Michael Cole called it the yacht drop.
Michael Cole, call me later. We need to talk about this. This is getting out of hand. It's ridiculous. But I did like that we got those homages. I will say, like I said, I made the mistake of going through and looking at things the IWC had to say. You would not believe how many people were pissed off that Ricky Saints pulled an Eddie Guerrero. People are angry about it because they ain't got nothing else to be angry about because they're the IWC.
You're going to run out of battery on that thing.
Oh, darn. In the end, of course, Trick did get the win on this, but I thought this was a good match. And I think outside of the homage stuff, this was, I really love the fact that they reintroduced the workhorse Ricky Saints.
Yes, absolutely.
So then we have the Women's United States Championship, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. This was a very fast-paced match. Cultural appropriation. No, it's not cultural. You know what? It might be cultural appropriation. I have to look into that, Jello. There's a possibility. There were some good moves in this one, but this is another one where I think this was more about moving the storyline, which is not a bad thing. Don't get me twisted. In the end, Tiffany, of course, gets the win, but we got rounds of interference. The baddies come out. Out comes Chelsea Green. The belt gets put on the ring apron. Everything's going down.
Referee's distracted.
Yep, referee's distracted. Jade sees the belt, goes to reach for it. Yoink. Charlotte Flair says, I don't think so, homie. And causes just enough of a distraction herself that Tiffany Stratton gets the win. 1, 2, 3, and still. So, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that was gonna happen.
I thought it was pretty cool because this was the only match out of this whole thing that had any interference.
Yeah.
One
out
of 6.
Which is amazing. And as I said before, very refreshing. Because you expect it. And we've gotten to a point where you expect it. So when they bring up a PLE and you've got one match out of 6 that's got interference, it's like, I like this a lot.
It was refreshing. Really, it was.
It was. Which takes us to our undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther versus Sami Zayn.
What a freaking match.
You got that right. This was a clinic. And anybody who is in the wrestling world should review this match. All from wrestling school all the way up to Super Indie. You should be reviewing this match as how you do it.
Okay, this is one of the few triple threat matches that makes sense.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly.
They put this thing together very well. And if it felt like there was almost somebody that was booking this that was beyond the grave.
Yeah, that would be the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Because everything went back to, all of the reasons. And with everything that happened in the match, Cody Rhodes gets pinned by Sami Zayn.
Yes.
By a roll-up, nonetheless.
In Saudi.
His ride or dies are in Saudi. He beat Cody Rhodes,
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
which meant which brought back the whole situation of Cody Rhodes saying, "As long as I have this title, you never will."
Yep. Yep. Looking over the chat, Jello saying this match is a textbook of how to do a triple threat. I could agree more. Like this was really, really. I like that Cody sells frustration really well.
He does.
Like you can see him almost get to that point of, you know, any children watching, cover your ears. But you can see him almost hit the fucking point.
Oh yeah.
This close. Like when he pulled the ref out, because that's what Sammy had done to him. He was this close. I mean, he sells it so well. I personally am happy for Sammy. This is a well-deserved win that puts a cap on a very long run to try to get it.
Yes, absolutely.
So I was happy with it. Let's talk about some Raw, shall we?
Let's do it.
Oba and Brock starting this thing was crazy. And who was with the Beast?
Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman was with the Beast. We haven't seen Paul Heyman since he got speared through a guardrail.
Well, I mean, it's a hazardous work environment
It is a hazardous work.
unless you have Brock Lesnar.
Now, I am going to say, Brock Lesnar said some truths. He said, I'm not very good promo. Truth. But that's why I have Mr. Heyman. And Mr. Heyman also tells I don't watch the show, which is actually true. He doesn't watch the show. Said, but Mr. Heyman says you like to call me names when I'm not here. And he goes through a list of names. Coward, bitch. And he says, well, I have some advice for you. Talk shit, get hit. And there it is. Here it goes. Kick to the nuts, F5, the whole nine. Puts Oba down. If that is not a shirt right now, I don't know what they're doing.
Paul Heyman actually said that.
He's right. If that is not a shirt right now, they're missing an opportunity. So I love that they're going to go ahead and continue this feud. A lot of people not happy with the fact that Oba is foregoing the championship that he won as King of the Ring to go after Brock.
Stay away from the IWC, Jello.
Rumor is Brock will take the title off of Sammy before SummerSlam, and the match with Oba will be a title match. I've heard it too. And honestly, if you put all the dots in, it can work. It doesn't kind of make sense.
It makes me angry.
Well, it's going to make a lot
In
of
my
people.
face.
There's going to be a lot of people angry in their face.
Because it doesn't this is a personal issue. It does not need a title.
I agree. It doesn't need a title.
And it's a waste of another story that is still in the middle of having a story.
But on the other side of that coin, there's a whole lot of people saying that having Oba win King of the Ring was a waste. If he's just going to say, never mind, I don't want it to take the title shot, I want Brock, when you could have had Seth and Braun be the finals of the King of the Ring and let Seth win and go on to challenge Roman Reigns. I know.
There's too much out there, and I'm not about it.
I get you. I'm there with you. The one thing I do love about this match that got set up, Hell in a Cell. Brock Lesnar says, I'm gonna one up you, Oba. SummerSlam, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Hell in a Cell. And Oba's like, that's what I'm talking about. Bring it on. Love it. That takes us to Rey Mysterio versus All Ego Ethan Page. This match proved one big thing to me. Rey still got it.
I don't think he ever lost it.
I don't think he has either. He might have slowed down just a little bit. Have you noticed Ethan Page has a good work chemistry with everybody he gets in the ring with?
That's not very common.
No, it's quite rare. But when he gets in the ring with Penta, he's got good chemistry. When he gets into the ring with Ray, he's got good chemistry. When he gets into the ring with Dragon Lee, he's got good chemistry. When he got in the ring with Javon Evans, he had great chemistry. I mean, whoever he's in the ring with, he does a good job. And I really like that about Ethan Page.
Yeah, he is a utility guy.
And the way they set this up, it made Ray look good, of course, because Ray got the win.
Mm-hmm.
But it also showed Page could go toe to toe with the legend, and the loss doesn't hurt Page at all.
No, all he's got to do is open his mouth, and he's got his heat back.
Like that. Then we get Joe Hendry and the Street Profits celebratory concert. This was not at all what I thought it was. I was expecting something a little bit different, but it did give the Profits a chance to thank everybody, including Joe Hendry. All in all, this was more of a chance to set up a match.
Black Cat.
That was loud for Black Cats. But it was to set up a match because Austin Theory comes out. He's not happy about stuff. And so he's going to challenge Joe Hendry to a match, which is the next match we had. Before I get in there, I was going to go after Roman, but I don't see it happening before SummerSlam. And there's a lot of wrestling between now and Mania. You're not wrong there. There is a whole lot of wrestling between now and Mania.
I feel like Oba and Roman is going to be Money in the Bank.
I think you're right. I think that would be a good time for it. But that does take us into Joe Hendry versus Austin Theory. This was a good technical wrestling match.
Mm-hmm.
Another rarity. You don't get a whole lot of technical wrestling. And while there was nothing real OMG about this match, it was good to see Austin Theory in the ring with somebody that can challenge his technical wrestling ability,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I enjoyed about this match. In the end, Hendry gets the win, but they put Austin Theory in. He's called the Pressure now, and they put him in against like your Jey Usos and all these other people. It was good to see him in a technical wrestling match because he's one of the few people that can still do a technical wrestling match.
Austin Theory is so good.
He is. He's so good.
But we're telling a story because his whole world is falling apart on him.
That's true. There's backstage segment before the match happens where Paul Heyman's talking to Adam Pearce, and out comes Austin Theory. Says, Paul, I didn't know you were here. You were in the building. Like, I got a match tonight, and this is going on, and you can go out there with me. And Paul's like, oh, you didn't know I was in the building? Well, now you know, and walks off. That doesn't bode
well. That was like a what are they doing with this situation? But it's intriguing.
Mary Youngblood, I enjoyed it all this week so far. I don't know if we'll be here tomorrow night because of the first Friday art trail and preparing for the fourth. Yeah, I hope that people will be able to come do it. But you know what? If you've got the ability to go out and celebrate the fourth, hey, it's $250, man. Go get it. We get a message to Io Sky from Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
First off, can I just say, Io Sky is the cutest thing in professional wrestling right now. I just want to take her and put her in my pocket. She is just so damn cute. Liv is very much on one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like that half crab that she does, when she like leaned it way back, I don't understand how Io moved it. That hurts.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts just to look at it. Teresa's saying Io is adorable. Yes, she is. There are rumors that Creative is contemplating disbanding the Vision after Rollins beat Brock. I don't think they're going to disband the Vision. I think that they're going to run an angle where they decide the Vision has changed and we're going to end up with different people in the Vision. Definitely enjoying hearing that.
What you're trying to say is the vision is impaired.
Yes, that Vision will get glasses and they will be new, and that's what I think is going to happen. We're going to get new members for the Vision. LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso. They
Bringing it back.
ran it back. See what I did there with the
Mhm.
Usos and
Yep. I saw what you did there.
the.
And I kind of fucking hate it.
Well, you know what? That's fine. I haven't been doing this very long. You have to give me a minute. Both guys did good in this one, but once again, Knight lets the outside personality get the better of him because Jey Uso's out there at commentary, which was kind of funny.
He did warn him.
He did.
LA Knight said, if you will be out here, I've seen this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So sit and stay.
Yep.
If you get up, there's going to be a problem. Jay got up, and there was a problem.
Teresa says Mike said a no word. Said a no word, Mike. Me. In the end, we got another opportunity in this one to see Solo. Jimmy gets the match. He wins. So he got his victory back from LA Knight from last week. But Solo comes out while Jay and Jimmy are beating down on LA Knight and helps him again. He hits Jimmy with the spike, and LA Knight hits Jay with the BFT, and then he's looking around and he sees Solo, and Solo's like, yeah, man, and then walks off. So we're moving closer and closer to that. Jello says, Jay, worst on commentary ever. I mean, you're not, you're not wrong. So we find out some things.
Yes.
I don't know what to think anymore, Mike. We find out Jay's going to SmackDown to go after Sammy, and Jacob's going to SmackDown to go after Solo, and Nick Aldis is suspended because of the thing with Gunther, and Adam Pearce is running all the shows, and dogs and cats are walking together in perfect harmony. It's chaos. It's all chaos.
It damn sure is.
I don't know what we're going to do.
We're going to enjoy it.
Yes.
We're going to watch and we're going to enjoy it.
That's right. We sure are. I want to see. I'm going to throw this out there for you just because I need to know. Do we get Nick Aldis versus Gunther?
If he is suspended from his managerial role,
Just saying.
who's to say they don't offer him something where he can put on the tights one last time?
Gunther versus Magnus? Yeah, boy. I like it. Teresa saying SummerSlam is going to be epic. Yes, it is. I 100% believe that. We get Maxine Dupree versus Raquel Rodriguez. Solid match from both ladies.
Mm-hmm.
I like. This is another one of those where people are thinking squash match,
Mm-hmm.
but it's done a good job of showcasing just how far Maxine has come. Like, think about Maxine Dupree a year ago, and then think about this match.
Yes, absolutely. There is night and day difference.
Yeah.
Maxine has put in the work, and I'm very, very glad that she's doing all the things that she's doing, because it just shows what kind of work the WWE is putting into the talent that they have.
Absolutely. So I like that. Of course, Raquel wins this match. I like that we get Raquel versus Sol now for the IC title.
Mm-hmm.
But I almost have to wonder, what does it do to Raquel if she goes into this match and loses yet another title match? Because she hasn't had the best record with title matches.
Maybe she's cursed.
Could be. I will be interested to see how that goes. I'm looking over at the chat. Nick and Gunther at SummerSlam. I could only hope. Chelsea has pitched an idea for a match against Aldis for GM of SmackDown, of which would open him up for a match with Gunther.
Actually, it's not Aldous. It was Adam Pearce that she wants to have that match with.
Ah, okay. Be interesting. I would watch it.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea does very good intergender matches.
Yes. Her match with Penta. If you have never seen La Reclusa and Penta, go watch that. Because, damn.
And pop some popcorn before you do it.
Yes. So we get Chad Gable versus JD McDonough. This was an awesome match. With you had the false finishes, the good moments. Like this was better than I thought it was going to be. I am slowly but surely becoming a JD McDonough fan.
I've been a JD McDonough fan for a minute.
I have not been a fan of the Farquad, but I'm getting there.
Did you see that Spanish fly from the floor?
Man, that was impressive as hell. Like it was so quick and landed just the way it was supposed. Like I was impressed. Seen a few other people do the Spanish fly, never seen it quite like that. However, there was another one from the top rope that had kind of a scary landing.
Mm-hmm.
Chad landed way up here on his shoulders and his neck, and
JD
I'm pretty sure JD landed on top of his head.
Oh, it's a giant target.
Well, I mean, he did hit his head, so he's going to be fine. But
he hit his head on the desk, and that didn't hurt him.
Hurt the desk?
It hurt the desk, but it hurt his rib. It didn't hurt his head. It hurt his rib, and his head took the blunt of the brunt of the blow.
English, take two.
Can't use my line against.
I just did. No, the Spanish flies in this were great. We get Danhausen interference because Dom and JD and Liv messed with his stuff, stole his jersey, which Dom is wearing ringside. Danhausen's Knicks jersey. And he comes out and he says, "I got your money." And Dom chases him out. He leaves a briefcase in there. Dom chases him out into the crowd, and JD's like, "Where are you going?" Which allows Chad to get the win.
Mm-hmm.
Rolls him up into an ankle lock, 1, 2, tap, over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they go and they open the briefcase, of course, because there's their money that they say Danhausen owes them, and powder in the face. And Danhausen grabs his jersey, pulls it off of Dom, runs to the back. "I win. I have my jersey. Woohoo!" Until Raquel Rodriguez hits him and takes it back. This was not smart. No, it wasn't.
And this is where we come into the Raquel's loss again.
Because she's now cursed. Damn it. Now, the end of Raw.
This was magic.
Yes. 100%. I love everything about this segment. The use of brother. I'm not a fan of using brother in wrestling. You know what I mean? It doesn't work for me, brother. I don't like using brother. The use of brother in this one was very well done because it had a little bit of to it. And when he's like, "Hello, brother," Seth was, and then when Roman's like, "Let's talk about this, little brother," and I mean, it had some sting to it. It had some bite to it. I dug it. It was so good.
Well, it's better for them to say brother than something that rhymes with it.
Fair. What do we got here? Jello says this was a clinic on how two professional enemies should do a promo. Yes, it was. 100% it was.
This was nothing like CM Punk Roman Reigns.
No.
This was Seth Rollins building up Roman Reigns so that if he loses, Roman was the better man. And he was built up to be that.
No, absolutely.
But also in that same light, if Seth wins, he conquered the monster.
Now, This one was very, and I think that may be what I love about it. This was very, very personal.
Mm-hmm.
This was, we came up together. We've done this, we've done that. You've gone this path, I've gone this path. There's younger people. We were those young people coming in to take over the world, and now there's young people coming in to do that for us. So you may not get another opportunity to beat me. Seth basically telling us this may be his last run.
I don't want to beat you.
I need
Need
to
to
beat you. Yeah. That's what made this so good. This is going to be one of those historic matches when we get to SummerSlam.
This is going to be. I almost can guarantee this is going to be one of the contenders for match of the year.
No question about it.
And basically, I feel like it's Seth Rollins looking at Grande Americano and going, "Hold my beer."
Mm-hmm. All in all, I liked it. I give it a solid A to Raw. I thought it was good stuff.
But one last thing.
What you got?
Those guys in the internet whining community,
Mm-hmm.
they don't have any real plans for SummerSlam. That's why they just threw those two guys together. What?
Well, I don't listen to the internet wrestling community because they're stupid.
Hubby. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So we got about 3 minutes left. I don't know if everybody out there knows this or not, but there's something special going on July 11th, Levelland, Texas.
It sure is.
Mallet Event Center.
Yes.
A show of epic proportion.
Yes.
For the first time in what, 15 years? Been one like this?
Yeah. First time in 15 years, 3 promotions are working together.
Yes. Lubbock Pro Wrestling 101, BCW Texas, Squared Circle Pro, all coming together. 9 matches, 1 ring, ground zero. And it's going to be huge. Let me run this for you. You ready for this? You're going to get a Lubbock Pro Wrestling 101 championship. Jordan Slave versus Mr. 6'7" himself, Grant Moore, G5. You get the Lubbock Pro Wrestling 101 Ultra Heritage Championship, the inaugural Ultra Heritage Championship. Tyler Spears versus Nico North.
I'm really looking forward to
That's going to be such a good match. We get a singles match. Mateo El Feo versus Deshaun Banks. Deshaun Banks been going on a run lately, blaming the crowd for his shortcomings.
He's blaming everybody.
Oh yeah, he is. And so I'm interested to see where we're going to go on this one. We get Jesse the Kid James versus Ryan Justice. That's going to be a good one. There's a little bit of animosity there. But if you're going to talk about animosity in a match, Falls Count Anywhere match. Brian Rage Rivera versus Baby Samoa.
That right there is personal issues at its finest.
Yeah, that's going to
These
get
two-
ugly.
These two have been at each other's throat for literally 2.5 years.
Yeah. And it culminates to this.
Yes.
Mary, yes, we do. And we'll get them to you. You get the Squared Circle Pro West Texas Tag Team Championship match. Los Carnales, which of course is JC Tio Bravo and Cesar Cholo Torres, the current champions, going up against Miles Journey and Marcus MD of the LZ administration. Now I need to add a little something to it. I heard a rumor. I cannot get it confirmed by Rick, but I've heard a rumor that he has put a bounty on the tag champs.
He has. He said that on the Texan Tag Team podcast.
Did he? Okay, see, I haven't heard that yet because
But
call outs all the time. But yeah,
we also have a factor in that match. Country Devil Bill Donovan will be
that guy.
He will be in Marcus MD and Miles's corner.
I got some things to say about him that I'll wait till we're off the air.
You don't want to say no words?
I'm not going to say the no words.
Okay. Well, tell you what. we got a BCW Texas Championship match.
Yes, we do. And it's going to be a good one. Emilio Guzman going up against Big Ced. Big Ced earning his opportunity for this match by winning a match back in May. It's going to be a match. Now, understand, we're not talking a whole lot about these, but we're going to go more in depth to it next week before the show. We also have the BCW Old School Tag Team Championship. Stage Dive Mafia. The tag team of the Guerrilla Militia. Axel Savage, Rook Tyler, our current BCW Old School Tag Team Champions, defend those belts against
Street Style Fight Academy.
Yes, that being Xavier Zamora and Emmanuel Fury. Now, it was very, very close back in May when these two teams went against each other. Like, very close. So it'll be interesting to see if Xavier and Emmanuel can pull the titles off of them, or will the Stage Dive Mafia leave the Mallet Event Center still our BCW Old School Tag Team Champions?
It's gonna be pretty and ugly at the same time.
All at the same time. And then, of course, we have the BCW Southwest Legacy Championship. Damian Blood against Franco D'Angelo. That's going to be brutal.
Absolutely brutal. I'm glad I'm not a part of that, because I don't want no smoke from either one of those guys.
No, zero smoke. Zero. It's going to be an amazing show. Go to bcwprowrestling.com. Get your tickets for that if you haven't already. Or if you're here local, go to Tobacco Express Liquors. You can pick up tickets there. And I want you to remember, this is like every show we do is for a cause. So we're working with the South Plains Rural Health Food Bank, right? We're doing a food drive. So if you come to the show, bring canned goods, bring dry goods. It gets you raffle tickets. If you don't have the food to bring, you can buy raffle tickets. Everything, whether the proceeds are food or money, for the raffle going to South Plains Rural Health Food Bank.
Yes. And let's talk about prizes, shall we?
Let's.
Okay. We have TKO Autographs, who has sponsored 3 things for this. We have a 16x20 autographed Ric Flair picture. We have a Hulk Hogan autographed 16x20. Remember, you can't get those anymore.
No, sure can't.
Then we have an NXT title replica of Samoa Joe.
Signed by
Samoa Joe, the only 3-time NXT champion.
It's some awesome things. And there's going to be other prizes. There's going to be some autographed 8x10s. There's going to be, I believe some of the wrestlers may be chipping in to put some merch out there as well. There's going to be all sorts of prizes for the raffle. And again, you can get those tickets by bringing dried goods, bringing canned foods, or you can buy them there at the door. So
absolutely.
We want to see everybody out there for that. That brings us to the end of the show. So, Mike, for the people watching, the people listening, the wrestling world in general, floor is yours, my friend, for final thoughts.
Appreciate everybody coming out, showing the support, being in the chat, doing the things. I look forward to this. I look forward to the time to be able to sit down and have conversations and talk about wrestling with you, and have the audience to be out there and support us.
Absolutely.
This is something that I look forward to every week.
I agree wholeheartedly. I've said it before, this is my therapy. I've had the worst week of being on call, and this makes it better. The fact that I can sit here with you, sit here with everybody in the chat, and just talk wrestling and have a good time doing it. That's my therapy, and I love you guys for being here for it. Thank you so much for giving us a platform to do this. We will be back tomorrow night for SmackDown. I want everybody out there to go out and have the best 4th of July, but please be safe. I don't usually say this kind of thing, but if you're going out and you're partying, get a ride.
Looks like
Well, that was kind of cool. Yeah, get out there, get a ride home, get home safely, but have a great time. That's going to do it for us tonight. Again, we'll be there tomorrow night for SmackDown. Until then, I'm Guapo.
I'm Mike Caldwell.
We're not your average marks. See you tomorrow night.
Yeah.